Okay, let's unpack this. I'm sure if you're on social media, your feed has been just flooded with ads for this online store, ClothSecret.
Oh, absolutely. They're everywhere.
And they're promising these massive discounts, really trendy retro designs, and you have to wonder, is this a genuine bargain?
Or is it just, next level hype disguised as value?
Exactly. So today we are diving into the domain data, user feedback, and financial reviews to really get to the truth here.
And you have to admit, they nail the initial presentation. The site is slick. It looks professional.
Totally. They talk about limited drops to create urgency.
Right, and the checkout page has all the familiar payment options. It looks, for all the world, like a normal flash sale site.
But that convincing front, I mean, that's the whole strategy, isn't it? What did the data tell you right away?
Okay, so here's where it gets really interesting. The very first stop was the trust data, and an independent scanner flagged ClothSecret with an extremely low trust score.
Wow. What does that actually mean for someone about to click buy?
It means the ownership is hidden. It means the domain is brand new. There's just no verifiable business history, no track record.
So they could just disappear overnight.
Precisely. And that makes it a huge risk from the get-go.
And when we look at actual user feedback, say on mainstream review sites, the picture is, well, it's overwhelmingly negative. It really confirms those fears.
It does. I mean, the core promise of fast shipping is a complete disaster.
Right.
We saw buyers detailing delays of weeks, not days.
Yeeks.
Yeah, and the tracking often just shows no movement, or you find out the item is being shipped from a really distant overseas location.
So it's not just a slow postal service issue?
Not at all. It has all the signs of a very risky dropshipping model, one with absolutely zero quality or inventory control.
Which would explain the quality mismatch, right? When the clothes finally do show up.
Exactly. We saw so many complaints about wrong sizing, really poor fabric quality. The print work, especially, often looks cheap and faded compared to those sharp images online.
So they're just sourcing the cheapest possible product to match that steep discount.
That's what it looks like. But now let's get to the most alarming part. The payment and refunds.
Oh, I'm almost afraid to ask.
Buyers who tried to make a return, they faced aggressive refusals, their emails were ignored, or they got these vague processing updates.
Just to stall them until they give up.
Right. The store almost always offers a tiny amount of store credit instead of a real resolution, a real refund.
That's not just poor customer service. That sounds like it's designed to create friction.
It is. They actively make it harder to get a refund than it was to make the purchase in the first place.
But it gets even worse.
How can it get worse? One financial report flagged a very severe risk, potential secondary charges.
Wait, what does that mean?
It means the store, or some associated entity, attempts to make small, unauthorized transactions on your card after the initial purchase.
No way. So this isn't just about losing 20 bucks on a t-shirt. This could compromise your whole payment method.
You got it. The collective pattern here, the zero transparency, the non-existent customer service, and these severe financial red flags, it all signals major, major warning lights.
So the verdict is pretty clear.
Yeah, the verdict is that ClothSecret is very high risk.
So if someone is still tempted by those low prices, what's the takeaway?
Look, if you're going to do it, treat it purely as a gamble. The advice is threefold. 1, use a payment method with ironclad dispute protection. A credit card, never a debit card.
Okay, that makes sense.
2, buy only one single low-cost item to see what happens. Minimize your potential loss. And 3, and this is the big one, do not expect premium quality or any kind of reliable support.
That's a really powerful summary of the risk. I think the core lesson here is just the incredible value of vetting the sources behind the hype before you enter your card details.
Absolutely. The convincing visuals and the promise of a bargain are such a powerful lure, but they can mask total operational chaos.
Which leaves us with a final thought for you to chew on. Considering how convincing that website looks, how professional the ads are, how much financial risk are we, as consumers, willing to take on for price alone? Especially when all the operational warning signs are flashing this brightly. Something to think about next time that perfect retro tee appears in your feed.